Hello.
Hello, Sakoto.
It is a beautiful place.
Yes, it is. Sachi actually showed it to me.
Hmm.
So. Hopefully others will be showing up soon.
Hopefully, I tried to get
How are you
here
doing today?
as soon as I could. I am alright. Little tired.
That's good.
I'm okay. I hope you are well.
I'm well. Surprisingly better than I thought I would be.
It's good to hear. She will be put to rest somewhere near here?
Yes.
Hmm.
There are memorials here as well. Of different PL staff.
Oh, there are. Hmm. Sakoto is tired and a bit sore from yesterday's exercises, but dragged herself here to make certain that they've just straight up got her body there. Okay. Yes, Arbor will be around later tonight.
Apologies for the awkward silence.
Silence is good
What do you want to
for
do next?
reflection. Be sad that we lost Syryth. I would assume they have a coffin. It's more than likely that they are, it's like an open casket. Although normally you don't just have the body just openly. Trying to remember the details. Yeah, it was like a simple mission. Both Saya and Luke were there with her, and unfortunately they couldn't do much to help her because they're both holy. Yeah, they did go to hell. Just kind of a problem. A lot of people go to hell.
How you doing?
Hello, Slade. I'm fine. How are you?
Getting there.
It's good to see you. Surprisingly.
Sam. Yeah. Yeah. Phoebe and some of the others. So.
I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Most of us don't. Just go with it. I'm used to not really having the chance to do such things. I probably should have came in my uniform, but
I don't know why you're all sitting so far away. You can move up.
And I just got comfortable. Well, as comfortable as you can get on these things.
Hello. I honestly don't know how these funeral things work. So, I don't have much to say. But if you don't know me, my name is Vel. I was Syryth's girlfriend. If you all have something to say, you may come forth and say your words after I'm finished with what I say. But Syryth was a hero. And she died a hero. And she definitely died a hero's death. And definitely way too soon. I think we can all say that. The way she died was awful. She was on a mission in hell. And she did what she could to save all of her friends and protect them. Just like she always wanted to do. I hope the others who were on that mission with her remember what happened. And I hope Aegis does as well. And all heroes, wannabe mercenaries remember as well. That friendly fire is a thing. And it can cause harm. She will definitely not be forgotten anytime soon. That is all I have to say. So if anyone else would like to speak, they may come up and speak. I am not one for many words. And I don't know how to do funeral stuff.
I'm not really great at these either. Made a whole bit of my life being someone who doesn't say much. Syryth was a lot of things. Hard-headed. A short-fused firecracker at best. But she was more than anything that we could say. For me, she was a reminder. She stood for what she believed in. Was faced with God knows how many problems and indecision that we deal with daily. And I treated her like a piece of shit. And it's because of people like her I was able to get to where I am today. If it wasn't for people like Syryth, I wouldn't have the family I do now. And because of actions that partially fall on me, she's here. And she shouldn't be. But all of us should do everything that we can to carry her memory as best we can. Whether you knew her like family or you didn't know her at all. What lays before you is someone who actually believed in something. And through a lot of our own mistakes, they're there now. And I can say nothing but I'm sorry that it had to be like this, because it shouldn't have been. I swear I will never, no matter what they are, what they're made of, I will never judge someone based on that.
Hello. I wish to thank you all for coming, friends and family of Miss Sarah. From the information we have and as well provided, from her friends and family. Syryth was a very funny and curious being. She was always there to be there for her friends. She made sure that those that were close to her were taken care of. There have been moments where she would understand something where others would not. Even if she does not understand it herself. She's always hardworking. We're not here to mourn her death, but to celebrate her life. She made everyone around her happy, or at least tried to, in some capacity in this world. If anyone else has something they want to say, please walk up. After this, her name will be embroidered onto the many walls here. So even if you don't have anything you want to say now, there'll always be a chance. And you don't have to be here to say it, because she's always going to be within your heart.
Oh, you certainly have made your mark since you were the little individual trying to find themselves. If anything, good mark on your efforts and the others around you. Well done. You showed your mark. Like any proud demon.
Syryth was the embodiment of what the Lotus would stand for if it was a person. Always questioning, always curious, willing to fight and be by the sides of the people they call family. I wish I could have had some more conversations with them, more bounced just casual talk. But I know they loved everyone around them equally. And I remember the day Syryth first showed up at the Lotus after they lost their mace. And how long we took care of them. I remember how excited they were when they got it back. I don't call very many people this because, in my belief, it's not something you call yourself, but it's something you earn. And Syryth was a hero. They stood up for what they believed in, and they kept to those values to the bitter end. Rest well, my friend.
Me. It's funny. Because most of my characters did not know Syryth very well. And she was a comically small person, but extraordinarily big in size, in her attitude, I guess. Massive personality. She would make certain you knew she was there, and how she felt about things. She was also quick to defend anyone she saw as being belittled or bullied. Big heart? No, I don't even know if she had a big heart. I think, if anything, it was pride. She took immense pride in what she did. Something I think many of us could learn from. She was uncompromising in the fact that people should respect her. And through her actions, she gained that respect. I think Syryth stands as a reminder that what we do determines how people will judge us, how people will view us. And ultimately, I think Syryth will be remembered for all of the good things that she did. Not her wrath, not, or almost jealous pride. I think ultimately that is what she will be recalled for.
Syryth, to all of us, is a very interesting person. He always knew how to keep conversations going. Always tried to be quite positive in them, making her jokes quite often. It was truly a light in what is often dark work for many of us. For those of us who work at the Lotus, or those who work in Aegis, and all other places. It is sad for me to see someone who I work with, someone who I might call a companion, a friend, you have to pass on so soon. But I take solace in the fact that death is merely the next journey, the next step in their life. And I hope that that journey is well for them, that they can find some peace wherever they go to beyond. And I hope I see them again one day. And I may see the smile that they brought to
And
myself and others on their face once again.
I didn't know Syryth personally. I only knew that we worked together. But it's sad that I didn't get the chance to spend too much time with her. But I did notice how much hardworking she was at the Lotus. How much she cared and really dedicated herself to her work. At first I thought she was just a sassy little gremlin, making jokes and everything. There are times that I didn't interact with her that I'm going to miss. I can see how much she was loved and cared for. She always had a lot of people around her to talk to. You will be missed, my friend. And I hope you have a wonderful life in the afterlife. You will be missed.
has no zombies. Nope. Actually, it does have an undead. He's sitting to my left.
Oh dear. I worked with Syryth through a lot of her career in Aegis. And I was also someone who depended on her from time to time. She would help me with organizing paperwork and many things. She was someone I could look to for a laugh or interesting conversations. I was one of the few people who was there during Syryth's final moments. Along with many others who tried to save her. To make sure she could continue the wonderful life she had made for herself. And with the families she had made on her own. She was always someone who tried to better herself, be the person she wanted to be. Always looking for the next best way to improve herself. She faced many trials and had bickerments with others that most friends do have from time to time. I'm devastated to say that it is our goodbye to her, but she will be on her next path to a more peaceful afterlife. And I will miss her dearly, along with many others. Thank you.
There's a bit of commentary on it. I think it's important to remember the impact that these characters all have on us. In and out of character. Sizzle is a good friend. I've gotten to know her over the past several months, and she is a wonderful person to talk to. Her wit, her humor, the pride she takes in the work she does. That extends into her characters, the ones that we get to know and love. And, well, when they die, can have a significant impact on us, because these are characters that we've grown to know and love. And in Syryth's case, it was certainly a character, you know, feisty and full of pride, short-tempered, but always seeking to be the strongest version of herself, right? And I think, like I said before, you know, we learn a lot from these characters. You know, we experience things through them. And I think that's something to learn from Syryth, is to always be striving to be the strongest and best person you can be. That way you can inspire others. Others can look to you for strength, for hope, for guidance. Sizzle is very amazing. She's a wonderful, wonderful person. I think I am going to have to leave soon, because we do have to get to Ascension eventually. So, once we hit that point though, probably just gonna excuse myself and make my way out.
I'm not much for words. I'm more of an actions type of guy, but I mostly knew Syryth through my work at Aegis. We were both on medical, and we had different ways to heal. I do know a bit of traditional medical, but I've recently come into being able to heal thanks to divine powers. But when I came to Aegis, I soon discovered not everyone can be healed like that, and some even find it opposed to them. I was on the mission I was one of the agents along with Syryth. And though my magic is meant for healing and protection, sometimes things happen. I saw the report, I saw contributing factors, and she was a great agent, great friend. Wherever you end up going, may whomever you need to guide you. May we all be guided in some form or fashion, so that we can continue on a hero's legacy.
Fortunately, I don't have much I can say as Sakoto and really knows as Syryth well as one would hope. And she's not much of a speaker when it comes to these sorts of things. It's strange having to get to know a character 3 times over. Ibris, Arbor, and Sakoto have all gotten to know Syryth a bit. Ibris saw her as a stubborn but unwavering mountain. Someone who was committed to standing her ground, no matter the cost. Arbor saw her as a talker, someone who had pride in what they did and how they did it. Constantly looking after each other, or looking after others. The 2 of them worked together on a number of occasions and saved people's lives. And Sakoto, well, Sakoto probably had the furthest view away from her, simply watching, noting how she interacted with others, how she demanded to be treated equally and with respect, despite her differences to everyone around her. And doing the same in return. Always. Syryth was a flawed person, flawed character, and I am happy that each of my characters have gotten to know her gotten to see a slightly different side of her. But for now, I think it is time for us to get going, because I believe the call for ascension has been made.
I want to thank you for the friends and family for showing up for Sarah to celebrate her life. If anyone still has anything to say, please come up now to be heard, or keep them to yourselves and hold it into your heart. Syryth will hear it. If there's anything you guys need, please let the facility staff here know. Thank you.
I think it's time for us to go. Rest in peace, Syryth.
Thank you for coming, Sakoto.
Of course. Thank you.
And have a great rest of your night.
You as well.
It was good seeing you here.
And you. Take care.
You as well.
I just felt sorry for her.
Welcome back.